Very
and we had an
nice.
awesome chat. It's very nice. Episode 69 of Rogue Actions with my boy, Cubs Fenhard. Dude, congratulations. Thank you for being the yin to my yang. Everyone's a winner, mate. It's absolutely crazy. I still remember day one when you hit me up in a message and said, hey, Heinzie, how about it? I've tried 3 or 4 other people. They're not going to be available. So how about picking up the gig? And it's like, yep, I'm happy to be last on the list any day of the week. So crazy stuff, man.
And you were the first one on my list. I did think about other people, but the first person I thought about was you. True story. Our energy just matches. It just flows.
Yeah. So did you hear that, folks? My boy Cubs thinks about me all day long.
You're
Guys,
living rent free in my mind, man.
Hit the subscribe button if you're brand new to this channel, please. It helps us grow this awesome channel. Now, we've had a great chat, of course, about GAC and Starkiller as well. Everything's nice this week, of course. It's 69 episodes. Everything's so very nice.
Did you say nice?
Wow, it's very nice.
Boom, straight up, ready to go. So GAC is back. Sign up is right now at the time of recording this. So guys, when you see this video, make sure you hit the sign up and the join button. It's been a month since we've actually hit that join button. And I, for one, am super excited, Cubs. What are you looking forward to now that GAC is back again? It's a strange time to fire up again. Obviously, at the end of December, we've got the holiday season coming up, of course. But hey, better late than never, mate. I'm ready to go. How about you?
Yeah, and by far, I'm the most excited about the new reward structure. I have already been getting myself excited to play GAC for a long time, but the rewards have always been an afterthought. Like, I've never gotten excited to play GAC because I was excited about the rewards I was going to get for GAC. And so being able to play not just for pride now, but to really push for better rewards is going to be really exciting in my opinion. And I think this is the way it should have been all along. And I also fully respect that some people maybe don't like GAC, maybe feel differently than me, but you know what? This is my jam. This is what I've spent all of my time working on for Galaxy Heroes. It's my main drive to play the game, and I cannot wait to see more crystal income coming to my account because of my effort for GAC. I can't wait.
100% agree with you there. I think anyone that loves this game, and I think you're right, it probably would have been originally, but GAC wasn't something that came with the start of the game, Cubs. That's the thing, wasn't it? I mean, the very first things that came along, of course, were Squad Arena and Fleet Arena as far as the PvP environment. There was nothing before that. So generically, it just kept rolling along as Arena, and obviously it gets to the point where I think we've kind of outgrown it a bit, and GAC has taken over the PvP experience. It's certainly the most engaging game mode, I still believe, and it takes out that 1 hour window. It gives a lot of other people better chance for better rewards. So I'm all down when I heard it as well. I'm pretty thrilled about the concept, definitely, for sure.
I mean, even just in Kyber 2, 825 crystals for a win.
Oh, look out! You've got to love that. I know. Look, obviously, they better be all over the matchmaking in time. That's going to take a little bit of time to settle down. We know that. Cheating, we've got to be on, guys. Community wide, obviously, CG as well. That's going to be more prevalent now with the extra awards. That is just going to happen 100%. So make sure to keep an eye if anything just looks a little bit sus. Make sure you check the swiggo.gg page afterwards and see if there's anything a bit NQR, because we got to weed out these guys that get in there and do really dumb stuff and ruin the game for all of us. So make sure that you keep your eye out for anything that's a little bit unusual, but I'm sure most of you guys do that anyway, more ever than not. But yeah, look, I'm pumped. Is there a particular lineups that you're looking at seeing? I've actually got 2 Omicrons loaded up, Cubs, at this point in time. I've actually loaded up Dash. I've got Dashes loaded up. And I also have, what's the other one that I did as well? I did Dash and I did, the other Green Arena one. No, I didn't do Qui-Gon, actually. I did not. I did Zam. So, yeah, all of my bounty hunters, they're all Relic 7 across the board, some at Relic 8. So it makes sense, certainly, for me to maximize my bounty hunters. But
nice. That's a good Omicron.
Yeah, a lot of people have done Qui-Gon, but I was speaking to my boy Fatal, and he took me out of Qui-Gon and said, "Mate, go for Zam." So that's enough for me, straight up. But
I think he's smoking. I mean, look at this. I've got my Qui-Gon gym team all ready to go, and I am placing this bad boy on defense. Although I might, for the very first round, I'm thinking about maybe holding him for offense just so I can watch what he does. instead of. But I do think this is going to be an automatic defensive team just kind of see, how people deal with it once Qui-Gon dies, because Anakin's going to come charging right at you.
Yeah. There's so many cool dynamics that we're not ready for yet. There's going to be teams that all of us are going to get caught out on. Just a word of advice, guys, just be aware, of course, that if you do have an Omicron loaded on at this point in time, there's no way to actually tell, looking at the character itself on the front screen, whether the Omicron's loaded or not. So make sure you check the abilities. I assume guys like Hotbot and Hot Utils, they'll certainly probably have some sort of comparison that'll show you maybe what Omicrons are loaded on to your opponent, but definitely do your research, because if you're not careful, you'll get caught out. So just be really, really careful with that.
I would be shocked if CG did not eventually add an indicator like they have for Zetas.
Yeah, it would have to. Only a matter of time. Only a matter of time. So even if they just change the color of the Zeta mat icon or something behind it, I mean, it is kind of a Zeta 2.0. So maybe something like that would help indicate it. But yeah, we'll just have to wait.
I'm not even sure if that would do it though, because some Omicrons aren't Zetas.
True.
And
yeah,
so
I hear you.
Maybe you change the rings to white. Ooh,
be interesting. Yeah, we need some sort of indicator. I'm sure they're working on it. I'm sure. Just for some reason, it hasn't happened yet, but it's only a matter of time. But in the meantime, guys, it's up to us to make sure that we scout our opponent. Information is key in this game. Do your research. Make sure you know before you go in so you don't get caught out, because if you're not careful, you'll run out of teams. And now with crystals on the line, you've got to make sure you give yourself every opportunity to win. What are you expecting in the first few lineups, Cubs? I'm expecting an auto set at some point in the first three. I think that's just going to happen. I think most of us will.
So I'm actually curious about this, because I feel like now we're going to see Grand Arena like we've never seen it before, because ever since the very beginning of Grand Arena, well, actually the very beginning rewards are better, right? And then they kind of nerfed them a bit. So since we got championships, right, the rewards haven't been that good. There's been a lot of people very lukewarm about it, right? Now we've got the full focus of crystal income in this game on Grand Arena. And so I think we are going to see a lot more people playing Grand Arena. And so I think you're going to see people that you might think, oh, that's probably going to be an auto place, not auto place, and start playing and start trying and putting in effort. So yeah, I'm sure you will see auto places, but I don't think you're going to see as many as you're used to, because people are going to want to go for those crystals, I think.
I'm happy that we're not doing 3v3 for some time yet. I think that's a really good call. I know a lot of people like 3v3, a lot of people don't like 3v3, but I think until everything settles down a bit with these new rewards, I think that's a bit of a confronting thing as it is. And then adding 3v3 on top of that, I think that really just cranks it up a notch. So I'm actually quite happy that the next few seem to be more just 5v5 for a little bit. I think that's a pretty smart call, yeah?
I almost feel like that's also directly correlated to Starkiller, because in the interview that I did with CG, one of the first things I asked about Starkiller was, yo, what is he going to do in 3v3? And they were basically like, yeah, that we're going to have to figure something out for that. And so I almost feel like they are wanting to figure that out first before they go back to 3v3, because how many people are blitzing Starkiller, and he's got a GAC Omicron. And so that's kind of the focus of where you're going to want to use Starkiller. And if they release Starkiller and then you jump into 3v3 GAC shortly after, how are those owners of Starkiller going to feel? And so I think that's a big reason why they're probably doing that. Just my theory.
Yeah, and that's more along the lines of the required characters for the power boost. That's what we're talking about there, isn't it? Because you have to have you have to team of 5. You have to have a team of 5. You need a team of 5 to maximize his abilities, and I think that's probably what you're getting at. Just to be 100% clear for those that didn't quite understand what we're on about there. So yeah, I'm thrilled.
Get on my level.
I can't wait. I'm pumped. Bring it now. Let's get after it, guys. Get in there. Good luck with the battles, and let's get down to what we do best, and that's going head-to-head, taking our roster against the world, really. So I can't wait, and I'm super, super pumped. And one day I might even meet up against some pretty cool adversaries that in the past, because of my GP, I might not have met up with before. So I'm really pretty excited about that, not going to lie.
It's going to be interesting to see. It's going to be really interesting to see.
Let us know in the comments below, guys, what you think. Are you psyched? Are you not psyched? Let us know. Are you looking forward to the rewards? What are you looking forward to? And are you happy 5v5 and not 3v3 for a while? Let us know in the comments below. Let's move on to the next topic, Cubs. And this one's a big one. And this one hasn't been discussed by anyone, which I'm quite surprised about. Last week, I think over the last week or so, there's been a post by Google Play are actually going to be releasing their own app, Windows app going forward, which will mean in future, all Google Play games will be playable on PC. Now, that is huge for us as obviously streamers and those, of course, that have multiple accounts. We're certainly using BlueStacks at the moment because really we have no other choice. It's not something that we want to. It's just something that we have to because it's the only way we can bring it to you. And lately, BlueStacks has been a little bit sketchy, Cubs. I don't know if you're aware, if you're having the same problems, but there's been some real.
I've found myself sketchy.
Yeah. Actually, it's a lot sketchy. It really is. I've had multiple crashes. I've actually had to drop a territory battle CM early on in phase 1 because of BlueStacks crashing playing the game. So I had to drop back to my phone to make sure it's all nice and consistent and stable. But the sooner Google Play Games comes along with the new app, the better, Cubs, in my opinion. I'm super thrilled about this. This needs to happen yesterday.
Yeah, I'm excited. Honestly, I mean, part of me feels a little bit sad for all the nice folks over at BlueStacks because I feel like this is going to be a significant hit to their business. But you know what? I'm here for it. I am 100% team Google Play Games making their own app, especially if it functions better, because I'm kind of over BlueStacks. I've had a lot of issues with it, and so if it's an officially sponsored app by Google with these, then I expect it to run better than what we're seeing for BlueStacks. So skimming over the article, I've got it pulled up here. It does not look like they've got an official date other than it's just going to be next year sometime. So exciting stuff.
Sooner rather than later. And it's not just a BlueStacks thing. Let's be clear, guys. We're not having a direct stab at BlueStacks. It's just that they're the most popular one out there. They're just the most popular one out there. So the trick is, of course, BlueStacks is one thing, and of course, there's Nox and there's Mimu, all of them. Look, I've tried a few, and I'm having the same trouble across the board. Yeah. So it's just an ongoing issue as far as confliction. Hopefully, in the short term, it gets fixed, but we're just going to have to wait and see. But the sooner that comes, the better, so we can just stream direct from Google. I'm down with that, man. Let's bring it. Absolutely
bring it on.
Yeah, let's go. Now, the last one, of course, is the viewer's choice question, Cubs.
No. It's the viewer's nice.
Viewers nice. Oh, what was I thinking? It's a viewers nice.
It's very nice.
69, baby, dinner for 2. We can say that we're on my channel now. That's how I roll. It's fine. But of course, we do this every single week. We ask Cubs a question. We talk about it. We discuss it. If you want to ask your own question, by all means, jump in the Discord server in the description below. That's my server in there. There's a channel called Rogue Actions Questions. Pop your question in there. I drag them out every single week. I pick the best one I can out of that, and we ask our boy Cubs. He's completely blind. He has no idea what the question is going to be week to week, which makes it even more fun. So the question this week comes from Frax. Frax has thrown the question out for us today, Cubs. So thank you so much for your question. And again, of course, it relates around Starkiller, Cubs, which is a cool one. The question is this: do you think we will get a light side Starkiller with 4 new legacy characters in the near future as well?
No.
Not going to happen?
I'll tell you why I don't think it's going to happen. Book of Boba Fett. Let me backtrack a little bit. I want that to happen. Let me just be clear. Yes, I'm team light side Starkiller. Galen Merrick is what you would call him.
Yeah,
right?
That's what I do. My apologies, guys. I'm sorry. I just finished work. It's late here.
Yeah. So that would be fantastic. However, with what is coming up in the Star Wars universe right now with Book of Boba Fett, the timing of all of this to me feels very clearly like the culmination character that we're getting, and then we're going to probably turn focus to Book of Boba Fett. And then from there, we've got how many shows coming out next year for Star Wars? Next year is the year of Star Wars, man. We've got Andor, we've got Kenobi, we've got Ahsoka, we've got so many shows coming out next year. I think all of those are 2022, if I remember right. And so the CG's going to have their hands full with that stuff. And so I don't see it happening soon. Although I do absolutely see it as something that could happen in the future, just not the near future.
I like the direction of the legacy characters and buffing teams that we've already got. I think there's an infinite depth that you can take that, though, as far as buffing up the other characters. I think that they are really a completely different concept to how we utilize characters in our roster. especially ones that we've had sitting there for a while. And, there's still a few left. There's, Phoenix, there's Rogue One, there's, Jawas, of course, there's Ewoks. There's still characters that we can do this with, but I think there's only a finite amount that you can do that with, honestly. Right. So, I totally agree. We got heaps of cool content coming in 2022. Maybe down the track it'd be cool, but no, I'm more than happy with one at all, let alone two. Let's be honest. So I'm totally thrilled with that. Cubs, mate, it's been a ball. Guys, we need to apologise. We know we're a day late in recording this. I had to get a haircut. Took a little bit longer than I expected. They took a fair bit off. So it's crazy stuff.
Whoa. Whoa.
So, look out. Sexiness inbound, guys. I should have warned you first. But we apologise. It's been a crazy week. You guys all know it is the silly season at the moment. There's a lot going on. For Cubs and myself, it's pretty full on at the moment. So please accept our apologies, and we'll make sure we're back on time again next week, Cubs. But, dude, GAC streaming's back. We're back, man, this week. It's on like Donkey Kong. I can't wait. When are you going live, man? When's the first time you're going live? Is it on Wednesday or when?
I don't know exactly when it's going to be, but I'm going to try to make it like the very second it goes live because I'm just not going to be able to wait.
I like it. Let's get in, guys. Get after it. Good luck. Don't forget, keep the conquest rolling. Get yourself those crates. I know everyone's absolutely thrilled in doing it, but we got to get through it all. And we'll be back next week, probably with our final one, won't it, for 2021? Our final Rogue Actions next week. We're going to have a bit of a break, won't we, after that, or are we going to roll through? Where are we at?
We take a holiday?
No, I'm down. I'm here anyway.
I don't know. We'll figure it out later. Maybe.
Sounds good. Love you guys. Thanks so much. We'll see you again. All going well on Monday next week. Love you all. Bye. Mwah.
Bye.